And that's why. That is why. Hello, good game. They know it. They absolutely know it. My bro. Red and green snow. Red and green is the color combination of Gruul, as far as I'm concerned, if you are newer to the game and unfamiliar. This is a 60 card standard best of 1 build with 2.2 average mana value. It's nice within an aggro deck to have a low mana curve. This will ensure that you can play multiple cards per turn early on. We have 26 creatures, 12 non-creatures, and 22 lands to represent the lighter curve here as well. There's no need to have 24. Some of the new cards in build. Kumeho faces Kaz-Azan for 1 mana. When it enters play, deal 1 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker that they control. So that's pretty good value in and itself. And then whenever you cast your next creature spell this turn, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. And then finally, exile and transform the faces into the Etching, which is a 2/2 with haste, enchantment creature. And if a creature is dealt damage this turn by a source you control, and it would die, exile it instead, which is so good. Oh, I'm sorry, iTwitch. Oh, I'm sorry, Shambling Ghast. Get out of here. So that's fantastic. We also have Lizard Blades as a 2-drop 1/1 artifact creature equipment lizard with double strike, and equipped creature has double strike reconfigure for 2. The reconfigure is a little bit different than an equip because we can do it to another creature that we control directly, which is really cool, and it can also become a creature, which is nice. So you get the option to equip it to another creature, which is your typical equip, or you can have it become a creature again, which is really cool. So, you know, play it. It has summoning sickness, equip it to a creature, attack, and then if you have still mana and you want to defend with it, reconfigure it back to a creature, or leave it configured to a creature or equipped, and then if they have removal, if they have a field wipe that doesn't target the blades specifically, but the field or the creature that it is attached to, the blades will still survive, which is really nice. So, you know, if they have meat hooks, if they have doom scars, put the blades underneath something. Then if they wipe the field, you still have access to the blades on your next turn, which is really a key component here. And then that's really it. That's what we have in the deck that's new. So this is a very accessible deck for those not looking to spend lots of their wild cards, as we are still fairly early on to the season. And then stitching it together with some of our other favorite synergies here. Yorn, God of Winter for 3 mana as a 3/3 legendary snow creature, a god. And whenever Yorn attacks, untap each snow permanent you control. This will be our lands, right? We have 10 snow mountains and 12 snow forests. And while we attack, the ability will go on the stack. We will need to be in full control here, ladies and gentlemen. That is the key combination. If you're on Windows as Alt, Control, and Shift, I'm sure you can look it up if you're on another platform. This will put you in full control. Yorn attacks, the ability goes on the stack. Now you can manually tap your lands while the ability is on the stack, and you have not resolved it yet. Tap the lands, resolve the ability. This will untap Yorn and all of your lands, at which point you can dump into the Oddity for 7 mana, transforming it. Originally, it's a 4/4 for 4 with Trample and Haste. Transforming into an 8/8 with Trample and Haste, giving other creatures we control +1/+1 Trample and Haste, which is fantastic. So this is a very nice and consistent way to have the Oddity's ability trigger. A woof. And then we have, of course, Goldspan Dragon, because with only 4 Oddities and some 3 Yorns, they're not always going to link up every single match. But the Goldspan Dragon, flying haste, it's providing pressure immediately through the evasion of flying and the haste, which is, you know, super aggressive. It's a 4/4, so good damage, good defense. Whenever it's targeted, make a treasure. Fantastic. Whenever it attacks, make a treasure. And it is those treasures that will now tap, or sacrifice, I should say, for double mana, which can trigger the Oddity fairly easy. This is very, very good, right? So the consistent triggers of the Oddity through both the Goldspan and Yorn is what we're relying on. Of course, the mana generated by Yorn and Goldspan can be dumped into the Rangers class, a 2 mana enchantment When it enters play, create a 2/2 wolf token, and then you level it up for 2 mana. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. And then finally, level 3 for 4 mana, you may look at the top card of your library and at any time, and you may play creatures off the top of your library. This is really good, just dumping creatures into play, as we will have the mana to do so. We have ramp within the deck through Jasperia's Sentinel, a 1/2 for 1 with reach. When it taps, to tap another target creature you control, you'll add 1 mana of any color. And then, of course, we have Magda, Brazen Outlaw, as a 2/1 for 2 mana. Other dwarfs get +1/+0. You know, we don't care about this. It's not affecting the deck in any way. However, whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. Magda herself is a dwarf, and you can sacrifice 5 treasures to search your library for an artifact or dragon card, putting that card into the battlefield, then shuffling. This is our Goldspan Dragon. However, we can also grab Lizard Blades, which is really cool, right? It's an artifact, so that is super cool depending on which route we want to take. We also have the Prosperous Innkeeper as a 1/1. Whenever it enters play, create a treasure token, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield of, on top of it, you'll gain 1 life, which is really nice, right? So a little bit of consistency, a little bit of ramp, and where this gets really weird, right, is, turn 1 Sentinel, turn 2 Magda, you tap Magda with the Sentinel, generate 2 mana, play the Prosperous Innkeeper, that generates a treasure, and then you play Kumo Faces Kazazan. Wow, you're off to the races. You know what I mean? Then next turn, you're playing the Yorn if you want. You can even potentially play a Lizard Blades and equip it, or dump into a Ranger's class. The options are, they really go out from there. But it is super early game ramp into super early game explosive damage, right? And yes, you can drop Goldspan for 5, and that's still fine as well. But if you can make these plays happen on turn 4, on turn 3, and then pile in on that next turn with the additional value through the ability of the oddity, you're going to get the job done. And just in general, the Lizard Blades, double strike, right? Double strike and trample is fantastic because trample cannot be chump blocked by a 1/1 if it is all of the damage goes through still, right? So, that's potentially 8 damage through the trample double strike, and it has haste. Plus it's equipped, so if it gets removed, you keep the blades, right? So that's where the value of the deck really comes in to the fold. Protecting it further with Snakeskin Veil, put a +1/+1 counter, again, increasing our damage output, and the Hexproof is quite nice as well. That is the deck. We have removal, as well, through Blizzard Brawl, which is quite nice, right? So getting rid of one of their blockers and then attacking through is fairly decent, and having potential 8/8 in play should be no problem to kill basically anything that they have on the board state. That's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy. We're playing in the top 200 Mythic today, I think going from 400 to 200 against not only the best decks in the world, but also the best players. So this is actually one of my more preferred archetypes when pushing rank currently. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for watching, and let's slay some matches in Mythic. On the slow. Still getting after it, though. We can Lizard Blades into Faces. Kakazan. Kumano. Get egged. This is a great deck, let's be honest. And then we have a 5/5 Oddity coming in. Potentially. Maybe not, right? It's looking like not. Let's just flood with blades, I guess, since we know that we're going to get countered. Maybe they have a field wipe, crush the weak or something, which would not be great. But I'm pretty sure it's counter magic. right? Or even like a Fading Hope wouldn't have been great for us either, which is what it is. So at least this way we end up with a Lizard Blades in play. They do nuke the token, but it was going to get nuked anyways. Interesting, pushing up a creature with Defender just for the draw. Let's see if we get anywhere with this. If there's a counterspell, here it comes. Ooh. Because technically we could have a... we could have interaction in our hand, right? Now I wonder if we bluff them. Missing out on potentially 3 damage while trying to go for the bluff instead. Right? Bluff and miss out on 3 damage, or just go for it. We gotta bluff them. They see the blades, but they don't see that mountain. And they have to assume, because we're holding mana back, that we do have protection. Which forces them not to... well, it doesn't force them, but it persuades them away from interaction. Because it's a wasted spell. So we're probably dodging... oh, we don't... we get... They take it. They're like, you know what? I'm going to call your bet. We should have put it in full control, so it held up, and then we could have been like, no, you can have it. I'm going to not take it. I'll do that here, actually. So they save it to defend. And they have no mana here, so... are we free and clear? Just to slam this over? That's good damage. I'm gonna play the Lizard Blades as well. Keep the land... well, no, play the land because the oddity. Right? We're building up to that 7 mana for it. Let's go in full control in case they try to interact. Now they're Goldilocks. But they're to the point where they can't attack. Like, they have to defend here, don't they? Interesting. For 7. We have 5. 6, 7. Right? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see the blocks first. They could have another Fading Hope here or something, right? Do they have the interaction? They need to bounce the oddity if they do. One mana has to be a Fading Hope, right? Maybe they blast the Lizard Blades for 1 damage with a Spike Field Hazard or something, but it would need to be their second Fading Hope of the game. Boom! Easy peasy. It's my first game in like 5 days. We go from 383 to 215 with a single match. Nice. Feels good to be back. On the slow again. We got around it the first time, but we did get the W, so let's try again. This is a little bit slower though, and these Blizzard Brawls are looking to be dead cards in the matchup, so that's no buenos. Guaranteed there's just removal. Don't necessarily want to lose my blades right away. Nor do I want to lose Jorn. I mean, if we play Jorn now, and we pull another red source for next turn, we could double drop. Because we know whatever we play is getting removed. And we can only play one thing anyways. So it's better to try to risk it, I think. Oh, easy win! Right, you guys? Magic is easy. I don't know what you're talking about. Going first. Winning twice on the draw. And now being able to go first. Wow, let's rip. Let's rip it. Sounds like a Beyblade commercial. Commune with spirits. Get shrined, HGG. This is going to be brutal. Okay, Double Strike is active. We have protection. We're building into the oddity. Call me out. Great play. There's another damage. Another 2/2 coming our way. If it dies, it goes to exile. They're down to 12. We need that 4th land pretty bad. As long as they don't life gain it. Right? Rune of Sustenance. Naturalist. Tommy goes up. They could Rune of Haste. I don't... What is it? I don't think it's not called Rune of Haste, but that's what it does. Oh, just a quick Rune of Haste. Let's slam in. He might exile Jorn here, if given the choice, because it's a defender, right? Rune of Speed. Rune of Speed. Oh, the Generous Visitor is a good card. It's a good card, yo. And they exile us. Oh. So now they're playing runes for free. 0 mana runes. Oh, and there's a life gain on the Kami. Brutal. This is why the deck is so fantastic. We got them down to 6. That was close. All because we missed our land drop. Right? If we would have had that land, would have forced different blockers. Hitting for 4, 8, 10, 12. They can block 8 of it. Well, actually, they can block 11 of it. Snakeskin is up. Maybe we should have went all in. I think we would have fallen a little shy, though, still. Let's keep Blizzard Blades alive. Throw it on Yorn. Down to 6 again. But they've got a full hand, and that's scary. Another Naturalist. Not great. 3 cards in hand. Touch the Spirit Realm, exiling Yorn. But we protected Lizard Blades by putting it underneath. And now, because we put it on Yorn, not the odd... Oh! 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 That's a game-winning play right there. Ouch. We had that game without that play. Gosh darn tootin'. Who endures? I suppose you endure. Ouch. This is an unfavorable situation. I think we did our best. Just one really, really good play that we couldn't stop. We can defend against the Naturalist here. Potentially. There's a land. Show it. Yeah, okay, that's not great. Very merry good game. Oh, they get lots of land here. But that 8 damage coming in hot. Puts them up to 17. And, let's take it on the chin. No way we're dealing 17 damage through the 4 defense there. And coming out at 2/2/2, as expected against really what I believe is the best positioned deck right now within the meta. Stay tuned for my best of 3 guide in this archetype, as it's actually what I used to reach Mythic this month. Alright, so we don't want to go first. I think we want to be on slow, and we also don't want this land. And look who we're playing against. Paul at hotmail.it. I absolutely love it. Mulligan. And at least this way we do have a 2-drop, removal protection, and our Stomper. Okay, sure. What do we toss? The protection? The removal? The Stomper or a land? It might be a land. I think we tossed the land. Paul, are you there? He's doing a system reboot. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Keeping 6. Risking the... If we brick, I'll cry. straight tearing up. All right. Paul's probably having some technical difficulties. Not his own, of course. Other people's, just dealing with those. He's probably, like, you know, trying to play arena while troubleshoot. So this could be a long game. But they played a turn 1 generous visitor, and we know exactly what that means. Here come the runes. Turn 2 naturalist? You dog. Wow. Paul, what are you doing this to me for? We need to just dominate this thing. Right? Get that visitor out of town. We have the 3 snow, so we do grab indestructible, kill it with the +1. Oh gosh. No attacks. We should still threaten the naturalist. 4 damage is great, but then they're gonna gain 2 back guaranteed, and that's without buffing it up, so at least this way we can maybe threaten them. Oof. I still think we should take it. But by them playing a bigger threat, you know, now we're persuaded away from that. Land is the issue here. Hashtag so sad. I don't know. I don't know. We protect it from exile. Whiting announcement for 2. Kami goes up. Make a token. Borrow time for the scoop. Good game. There's nothing we're doing against this. There's no Scalds in this variant, I would say, but there is a beatdown coming our way. Nice. Even they know it's a good game. We kill the 2/2 before it comes a 3/3. Oh, that's fantastic. Nice again on the land. We'll pay 3 mana to activate our special ability. Finding a new map. Alright, we're back on the draw. So hopefully that's good news. Sentinel. Magda. Kazakhstan? I want to say Kazakhstan, but that's not it. There's it's not a country. Just getting right after it, using the Sentinel mana, and then holding up the treasure. But I found all those lands from last match. LOL. We want a Goldspan Dragon, we want an Oddity. Milling the blades off the top, you jerk. Watch us pull a land now. Yep, oh, you jerk. The Sentinel is so annoying sometimes. So we can tap this for mana, let them bounce it. We lose the mana as we're in combat, and then we can just replay it, still hold up Snakeskin. And it also gets this, because we didn't have a creature, so now it's a 3/2, right? We just need to not draw any more lands. Get Burmastered. It's 2/4, baby. Foretelling a Poison the Cup. The Blizzard Brawl would have been good. All right. Let's just swing in with everyone. Get rid of the Fur Master. That's actually not bad, in all honesty. Here's our 4th treasure as well. We can just grab Goldspan on our next tap. Nighthawk is great. 2 lands out of the way, fantastic. And there's a 3rd, let's go! Holy Toledos. Five treasures go. Goldspan out, grab life. No attacks. We have to defend against the scavenger. So if this is removal, that actually kind of sucks for us. Right, if they kill the Goldspan, they hit us for, well, 7, actually. And that might even go up. Yeah, that'll go up by an additional 2. So we're actually here for 9 here. Oh, that is fantastic. It's like they knew we drew Blizzard Brawl. Oh man, it's like somehow they knew we just drew Blizzard Brawl. How did they know? How did they know? That's too funny. There goes that special ability again. Alright, we're on the draw, which actually has been good luck for us so far. I may drop a mountain in lieu of a forest. Just swing the ratio over a little bit because Goldspan hits later on. Oddity seems to maybe be more important. I hate that card. It's a really good turn 1. Shambling Ghast is an excellent anti-aggro card. Very, very good. I may just sacrifice it to kill the Innkeeper. At any time, so, you know, if we force them to kill the Innkeeper, they don't get the treasure, which is probably the best thing for us to do. I mean, they get one from the gas, but or the dispute, sorry, but they won't get one because they'll use it to kill the Innkeeper. Yeah, and that's why we want to drop a mountain, is because that's not ideal. Playing Goldspan next turn. Just killing this now, right? Before they play a Loath, it pushes up when it dies, right? And then maybe they're distracted with a Learn next turn instead of Loath, right? Because it could drop that 4th mana with the treasure, so that's, you know, our reasoning for taking that card. They're grabbing Exile, which isn't great. Hunt for 2, they Learn here again. Now, do they exile the Blades immediately? I almost hope they do because, you know, I'd rather that than these. But each their own, they have 20 life, so, you know, they're in a position where they can take the turn off, use the Sciences, and that's what they decide to do. But, all things in all, I think, you know, we do get the better of, like, that stick. We get the handle. We're getting the short end. The short end of this. Oh, like when you pull sticks, that's what that means. You get the short stick. I always, in my mind, visualized a walking stick. It's like, I want a good walking stick. I don't. Oh, Canada problems. We have Snakeskin Veil, which is so good. So they have to sacrifice this. It opens up the attack lanes. They spend 3 mana, which takes them down to 3. And Boom shakalaka. We make a treasure. And we make another treasure, and we protect ourselves. And then we play the oddity. Because it's fast. And we equip the blades to the oddity. Because it has trample. And we smash. Playing it safe, right? We could do more here, but it's better for me to play it safe, right? And that's why. That is why. Hello, good game. They know it. They absolutely know it. My bro. There it is. It's almost like an Ember Cleave. Very reminiscent. 202. Going first. Oh, that's not good. How will we win when we go first? Only when we go second. Hello, good game. Let's roll. Good turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. We'll see how it works out for us. The land here is so far so good. Ooh, that's not so far so good though. So that's a field wipe, if I've ever seen one. Right. Doomscar incoming, so we keep Bjorn in hand. Hit for 5. Here's the Doomscar. Dun da da da. Da 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 da. Bjorn's out. There's the 4th mana. Restoration. They grab a plains. And they discard. Goldspan in play. Hit for 7. Push up Yorn. Make the treasure. Yorn on taps. We push into the Rangers class. Oh, a land. No, we don't want any lands. We want to play other things. Many, many creatures, please. We have lethal next turn without another Doomscar. Back-to-back Doomies. Oh, no, that's brutal. That is so bad that that is there. Like, we have a deck filled with creatures, so few non-creatures, that it gives them the chance they need, right? That sucks for us. Eventually, these lands will go away, right? Faithful Mending's not great. That's, they're so lucky to have 2 Doomscars. So lucky. They're digging for a 3rd. They're like, oh man, I need more removal. I need more removal, man. And we just don't need any more lands is the thing. This is plenty of land, thank you. Announcement is great. For 3, make the token, no blocks. We need an oddity. Innkeeper. Innkeeper. Gain 2 life. Actually, gain 1 life, make a treasure, sorry. Yorn. Land! No! 2 life here. Equip in case something happens to it. right? And then, like, if they have another Doomscar here, at least the Lizard Blades will survive it. And turn. Memory Deluge. Rangers class holding us in the game, potentially. Still looks pretty grim, though. There's 8, 9, 10 lands. I have 22 in deck, so that's basically half the lands. And we're only a third of the way through our deck. We just lose Rangers class. Nice. That's going to cement the win for them, I'm sure of it. We have an additional copy in deck, but it's not the next card to draw. It's not the next card we draw. Slam the Architect. Unless they have removal on one of them. Woof. Okay. That's not good. Saved by the double Doomscar. Know what I mean? You know, they triple block this, I'm sure. Or I guess it would be a quad block. They'd need 4 1/1s to block it. Or they just offer up one at a time. No, they're going with the quad block. And I'm okay with that because Wedding Festivities is about to flip. So if we can get rid of all of these 1/1s before they become 2/2s, literally we have no problem with that. And let's just re-throw the blades under the Innkeeper. Retreat is good. Make the 1/1 sucks, no blocks. Down to 18. If we draw another land, well, basically is. We gain 1 life up to 19, no attacks, sadly. Whatever, just play the land, doesn't matter. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 land in play, still 40 cards in deck. Half of the cards we've drawn so far have been lands. That's incredible. Should never, ever have this many lands. Please don't counter this. This is our last hope. My last hope, mate. Please don't stab me. We should have done that after we attacked with Magda. Oh! Oh! March of Otherworldly Light absolutely wrecking us right now. Taking the Rangers class, taking the Oddity. Wow, 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 wow. No blocks, down to 16. I don't see a way out of this anymore. I think we can hello good game ourselves all the way to the door. I mean, that double Doomscar, right? So good. I mean, in theory, there could be another Rangers class right here somewhere, and we're gonna top deck that, play it, level it up, and then just start playing, you know, a ton of creatures, creature, and then they're gonna Doomscar us again, wipe all their tokens out for me. They're gonna do their heavy lifting. No blocks. Down to 13. I believe they should have lethal next turn with a land. Let's activate our special ability. They think I'm doing it to them, but I'm nicing my land drop here. There's our special ability for 11 mana. Woo! Man, this place is flooded. Holy Toledo's getting down and dirty. The Mythic rank is kind of just like any other rank, as you guys may notice as I try to include all of my Mythic gameplay footage. The wins, the losses, the scoops in our favor, the scoops against us, my secret ability, and, you know, just to gain a deeper understanding, as it may seem daunting to someone who's not here, right? A goal out in the future, I've never been there, haven't experienced it. It's scary, right? However, if you can kind of grasp mentally that it is the same as gold rank, nothing's changed, then this might help instill some confidence and you're going to win more matches, ideally. But that's not what's important today. Well, I guess that is kind of important, but what's more important is all of these Pizzacs we're going to open on Saturday with the community, also giving away probably the majority of these. We did a fun game last time where if you can guess a card in the pack, you win it, which is super exciting. And then we've got, like, these are all rares and mythics from the new set, which is super exciting. So we're going to go through all of those as well. And of course, I do the box opening for the YouTube members, which is super exciting. So you can see my actual reactions as I'm pulling some of these bombs, which is exciting, I guess, and bombs indeed. So become a YouTube member, check that video out, put Saturday on your calendar because we'll be playing matches against each other all day, opening packs, doing giveaways, stuff like this. It's going to be a ton of fun. So don't miss out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video to show your support, and yeah, we'll see you soon in the next.